Hello, my name's Darren Sutton. I've been a client at the MTC clinic for about 2 years. I'm 52 years old, and my PA has asked me to give a testimonial about the GAINSWave. I feel that I need to give you a little bit of background, maybe take you through a little bit of my journey. So around the age of 49, I started having some issues with performance in the bedroom. Things weren't working the way they used to. So as a normal man, what I did was I tried the over-the-counter remedies, looked things up online, tried beetroot and some other things that were shown to maybe produce some effects and remedy some of the problems I was having. I kind of wanted to keep things private. I kind of wanted not to let anybody know if I didn't have to let anybody know. And of course, these things didn't work. They produced zero results. And then I turned to the online prescription things like sildenafil. Roman was the brand I chose, and when I did that, I actually did see some results. Very mediocre, not impressive at all. The biggest thing that I realized I was getting was headaches, and the stars just had to have aligned for these things to work. Taking on an empty stomach, no alcohol, making sure you get the pills in a timely manner before you need them to do what you need to do. And some of those things sometimes didn't work out. I mean, if you had a heavy meal, they just didn't work. But the headache still came, but your performance wasn't very good. So a friend of mine told me, hey, I've been going over to the T clinic, and you ought to go over there and check it out. Just get some things tested, get some blood work done. So I did that. I came over to the MTC clinic and got my blood work done, explained my symptoms. The blood work came back that my testosterone was a little low. And so I started on the regimen and the therapy of taking testosterone. In doing so, I went about a year and a half taking the regimen of testosterone every week. And in that time, I had other problems. My estrogen level went up. My blood thickened. Of course, some of the side effects of taking testosterone. And when those things happen, you get estrogen makes you have mood swings. The thickening of your blood is kind of counterproductive of what you're trying to get done with blood flow in certain areas. So there were some of these roller coaster moments of getting things regulated. But for the past year or so, we've been pretty steady, leveled out on doing some things. I'm on the estrogen blockers, going to donate blood when I need to. But in the meantime of all these things, not just the physical portion of it, but the mental portion of it was just so demanding. You're not seeing the results you really want to see. You're wondering, hey, am I out of the game? How do I get back in the game? What are my other options? And it really weighs on you. I have a very demanding job. I have 5 children, a beautiful wife of 18 years. But when certain things don't work, and you're not getting the things that you need as a man, then the stress of life just mentally is just draining on you. So it causes more problems just in the bedroom. Your problems become wide range with work, family life, other things. So when I wasn't getting the results from just the testosterone regimen, the same friend that came to me says, hey, I just did this procedure, and man, it's a game changer. It really changed things. Best money I ever spent. I was like, hey, that's really not what I really want to do. I really want this to work. He's like, look, man, you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you're getting. So I went and talked to Christina about it. She was very open, honest about what to expect, what the procedure was, how it performed, what it would do, what it wouldn't do. And of course, everyone's different. But after talking with her, and of course I've gotten to know her over the past year and a half, and I'm comfortable with her, and it makes all the difference in the world to be able to talk to somebody about my problems, my issues, my therapy, what therapy's doing, what it's not doing, and what other options are available. So, and getting to know the staff and the other things, it's very, very important to men that, when you go in there, you're just not talking to strangers, because some of these procedures that we're doing, especially things like ED-Wave, I mean, it's very, very personal, very, very private, and you don't want to just run off to a stranger and have them do it. You need somebody that you really know. So in talking to her about those things, I felt some comfort. Really still wasn't really sure about it. So I did my first ED treatment, ED-Wave treatment, and within about 48 hours, there were real results. The two areas that I've had just constant problems with were full erection and spontaneity. Just the testosterone shots. We did change my medication from the sildenafil that was giving me headaches to tadalafil, which generic Cialis, whatever it may be, which did help. The headaches went away, but the stars still had to align a little bit. Still, if you had a heavy meal, drank a little bit at dinner, things just didn't work out the way they're supposed to. But within 48 hours, my first ED-Wave treatment, there was a change. And it was just, I won't say it was life-changing, but it was certainly different. And different was good for me because I kind of come to a dead end of where I was headed. And I was wondering if there were any options, was I really, is this as good as it's going to get type of thing. After my second treatment, my ED-Wave treatment, that's when I can say that life for me changed, not just in the bedroom. That's not really what I'm talking about. It started with the spontaneity. There was a night that I'd have a heavy meal, a lot of Mexican food, had a few drinks for dinner. My wife and I went home. She initiated contact, and I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't taken my pill. Had a heavy dinner, had a few drinks. This isn't going to turn out well, because that's what I've gotten used to over the last year and a half. And yet, when she initiated contact, there was a reaction. There was real results. It was like, wow, this has not happened in a while. And I tell you the details of that just to say that was the physical part. The next day, the mental part started kicking in. My job wasn't as stressful. My mind was at ease. My family life got better. I'm treating my kids different. I mean, the whole life aspect, because of the mental drain that ED can cause on a man, was just getting to me. I just finished my third treatment a week or so ago, and this is 1st of April. And once again, improvement. Spontaneity's there. Doing the things I need to do, doing some certain things I need to do, what my PA tells me to do, making sure that the ED-Wave treatment works the best that it can. But I can tell you now, it works. At least for me, it was simply game-changing, life-changing events and procedures. I highly recommend it. I want you guys to know how important you are as the staff, how important these things are to men. Not just, we don't just come in there so we can perform sexually. These things are really demanding on us, for most of us anyway. And we need treatments and therapies and people that are comfortable with the treatments that they're giving us. The ED-Wave treatment has been stellar for me. I would recommend it to anybody, have recommended it to people. I'm hoping that they do the things that they need to do to improve their life and their mental health. Thank you for your time. I know this went a little long, probably longer than she wanted it, but I just want you to know how important you people are to us, and I appreciate things. Thank you.